depressed mood most of the day, nearly every day. 2. Diminished interest or pleasure in all or most activities.
Yo, bro! Why are you so lazy? You're always in bed and you never leave the apartment. You wanna go play some football or something?
No.
Alright guys, let's go have some fun!
Let's do it!
Should I turn on the radio?
Yeah.
Oh!
Okay.
This is my jam!
Dennis, you feeling this?
Do you love this song?
Cause you had a bad day, you're taking one down, you sing a sad song just to turn it around.
3. Significant change in weight or appetite.
Dude, Dennis, why aren't you picking out, bro?
I'm not really hungry.
What? No. Let's order extra large pizza, Porky's, everything on it. We got this. And 20 wings.
Nah, I think I'm good.
But you didn't even eat breakfast today.
I know. I'm good.
Whatever, man. More for me.
4. Trouble sleeping or sleeping more than normal.
Dude, it's 1:30. Missed Flink's class. What happened?
I was sleeping.
Dude, you went to bed at 7:30 last night. Oh my gosh, I'm taking this.
5. Psychomotor agitation or purposeless movements associated with depression. Typical symptoms are restlessness, pacing, tapping fingers or feet, abruptly starting and stopping tasks, rapid talking, racing thoughts and ideas, or meaninglessly moving objects around.
Stop it!
6. Fatigue or loss of energy.
Come on, Dennis, I gotta wreck you in 2K. Dude, come on.
Seven. Feelings of worthlessness or guilt.
I am so dumb. I am a worthless human being. My hair is obnoxiously long.
8. Diminished ability to think or concentrate.
Alright guys, we need to study for this motor control final, so let's start on chapter 1. What is it? Basic anatomy? Let's start there.
Hey Dennis, Steve and I have a question about the last chapter, models of control. How far did you make it?
I'm on the 3rd paragraph.
What?
We've been studying for so long. We made it through the whole book.
Bro, that's chapter 1.
Dude, I'm trying.
Can you just not concentrate?
No.
Woo! Docs, be lit. Ooh, night, bro.
Yo, I'm still studying.
What? Huh?
Still studying.
Oh, whatever, man.
Nine. Recurrent thoughts of death or suicide. Depression symptoms have a subtle onset and are progressive, but vary person to person.
Hey Carly, have you noticed something different about Dennis?
I feel like he has been acting kind of weird.
He doesn't want to play football anymore.
He doesn't have an appetite.
He missed a flake class.
What?
I think he might be depressed.
I don't think so. Guys don't get depressed.
I actually just looked it up, and there are a lot of common myths about depression, such as men can't get depressed, suffering from depression means you're crazy or weak, you can just snap out of it, it always happens because of a sad situation, sadness and depression are the same thing, talking about it will make it worse, and feeling depressed and suffering from depression are the same thing.
It is important to know the truth about these myths so you don't spread lies or stereotypes about depression like Carly. The severity of depression shouldn't be downplayed. There are a lot of stigmas surrounding mental illness, and not being aware can have dire consequences.
Actually, men and women can suffer from depression. Men tend to hide their feelings and not seek help. And also, men tend to commit suicide more often than women, so that can be a serious issue.
Oh my gosh, Steve, you're so right. We should probably check on Dennis.
Yeah.
Dennis, upon reviewing your symptoms and looking at your recent behavior, I believe that you are suffering from depression. The brain of a depressed person has a smaller hippocampus, which is responsible for memory and emotions. As a person stays depressed, the hippocampus within their brain gets smaller and their gray matter within the brain shrinks. Stress can influence this process by decreasing how many new neurons are made. And this is the hippocampus. A large percentage of patients with major depression exhibit increased concentrations of cortisol and enlarged pituitary and adrenal glands. The hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis responds to and is activated by stress in the body. This axis is thought to be hyperactive and the feedback loop is impaired by inhibition. In a study using rats, depression was induced by using lipopolysaccharides. Upon inducing depression, it was observed that there was a decrease of the neurotransmitter serotonin and dopamine. Serotonin is known as the good feeling chemical, meaning that decreased levels could lead to an increased feeling of dread and sadness. As you can tell, Dennis, there's a lot going on inside your body. There are several different treatment options that we can look into also, such as psychotherapy or pharmacological therapy. There is cognitive-based therapy, which is very effective. It's based on the theory that how we think and how we act. The therapist identifies thoughts and behaviors that bring about depression and tries to change these negative thoughts into positive ones. Then there's interpersonal therapy, which focuses on the problem with interpersonal relationships, focuses on building skills and fixing problems to improve these relationships between peers. Then there's behavioral therapy, which encourages rewarding and happy activities. It's similar to cognitive behavioral therapy, but without the thoughts being changed. And then finally, there's mindfulness-based cognitive therapy. This is a group mediation which focuses on the present moments without trying to change them. It stops the mind from thinking about past mistakes and worrying about the future. So for the medical treatments, there's antidepressants. The most common antidepressant is selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors. It increases the serotonin levels within your brain by blocking reuptake. And the last treatment option is exercise. Exercise helps increase endorphins. Another form of treatment is exercise. Exercise releases endorphins in the body. Another form of treatment is interpersonal therapy, which works to improve relationships and have a positive outlook on life.
Dude, Dennis, Frisbee.
Yeah.
Frisbee.
Yeah.
Oh. Frisbee!
option is cognitive behavioral therapy. This is very effective. It's based on the theory that how we think and act impacts how we feel. Therapists identify negative thoughts and behaviors that bring out depression. So, Dennis, how are you feeling today?
I'm a lot better, actually. Not really that sad anymore.